This is another message from 5 Minutes with Jesus. You know, have you ever said to yourself, you know what? It just dawned on me. It just came to me suddenly. And usually if that has happened, then it was in a time where you may not have known what to do. You may have been in between decisions. You may have been at a crossroads in your life in a particular situation. You know what? Sometimes it may even have been in a dark place, in a dark time. Yes, even Christians can fall into a dark place or a dark time. Micah 7 said, "The Lord shall be my light, though I sit in darkness." It's not clear. I can't see my way exactly everything right now. But he knew what to do. He said, Micah, "Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light." Jesus taught us a lot about light. He said that we are the light of the world. He said that we're a city set on a hill. Don't hide the candle under a bushel. Look, I want to give you one special tip today within these 5 minutes on divine direction. Divine direction. You know, the children of Israel, they had the pillar of cloud. They had the pillar of fire. When the pillar and the cloud moved, they would move. When it stopped moving, then they would stop moving and they would camp. But remember that while they were camping, while they were not actually traveling, they were praying. They had their eyes still on the temporary tabernacle that they had in the wilderness. And when they saw that cloud go over that tabernacle, because the priest was in there praying, the people prayed too. Even in the story of John the Baptist's father, when he went in there and he started praying, the people came and the people stood outside and they started praying until he came out. But while he was in there, he saw a vision, and the angel talked to him and told him that his wife was going to have a son. Why? Because sometimes when you're in a barren place, you're in a dry place or something like that, that's when the Lord actually speaks the loudest. Let's look at this. The candle of the Lord. Proverbs 20:27 tells us like this. The spirit of the man, or that factor in the human personality which proceeds immediately from God, is the lamp of the Lord, searching all the inner parts. The King James calls the spirit of man the candle of the Lord. The spirit of man is the candle, searching all the inward part. You see, your spirit is where God's light of revelation comes to you. Out in the natural world that's ruled by darkness, you are surrounded every day by the lower thoughts of earthly living. What am I going to wear? What am I going to eat? How am I going to live? Those are lower, beggarly elements of life, and they often lead us into a dark place that doesn't know which way to turn or go, and we are in desperate need of divine direction and instruction. However, God's higher ways and thoughts reside within the deep wells of our spirit. He gives his thoughts, but those thoughts must be drawn out. They have to be drawn out. So understanding and wisdom can rise from my spirit and overcome all the natural limitations and hindrances and influences that are hindering our thoughts. My God. That's what the psalmist meant when he said, "You cause my lamp to be lightened and shine. The Lord, my God, illuminate my darkness." Psalms 18:28. And finally, Proverbs 13:9 says, "The light of the righteous rejoice." That means I finally have come into victory. Why? Because I quiet myself in prayer. I quiet myself in devotion. I quiet myself in meditation. I quiet myself and I waited till the Lord spoke to me. Trim your lamps. Don't be like the 5 foolish virgins, but be like the wise and know when the bridegroom is coming. in your spirit. This has been another message from 5 Minutes with Jesus.